Welcome back to NY Culture Podcast with your girl Andrea Maria. It's been a long time since I last recorded, since you guys last heard from me. But I'm back and I think this is gonna go on for a long time. I got discouraged before and right now it's just me trying again. So, try, fail, and do it again. This is actually my third time doing it again. First, I came my first podcast was called Their Time, and it was actually going good, and then things didn't go as planned. Then I dropped this new podcast, NY Culture Podcast, the day of my 30th birthday, and it was supposed to be like my baby, my everything. I was supposed to interview celebrities, like this regular old girl interviewing celebrities, trying to get her voice heard, but things didn't go as planned. Like I interviewed Carlos Beltran, and I also interviewed Grandmaster Kaz, but after that I was supposed to interview someone else, and I got discouraged because it never fell through, and maybe because this person I looked up to all my life, since when I was a kid, like all my life, like, he's up there, and it didn't fall through, and I just stood away from it. But I'm back, and the way I'm going to do NY Culture Podcast now is like, if I get an interview, I'll interview the person, obviously, because this is what I want to do. But if not, I'm still going to record, whether it's talking about trending topics or quote of the day, anything in that matter. But I'm still going to do it. And like I said before, try, fail, and do it again. And I'm going to start this episode with a quote. The quote is, "The pressure of survival in the big city will make you lose sight of your dream. Hang in there," by James de la Vega. This quote is probably my favorite quote. If not my favorite quote, it's in my top 3 favorite quotes. The first time I heard this, I was like, "Dang, this is real. Like, this is real. I need to live by this." And I even have the quote. I had got a custom made case for my MacBook, and I put that quote on it because that's how much I love the quote. But what I realized is that I'm doing the exact opposite what the quote is telling me not to do. I'm losing sight of my dream, and living in the city is hard. It's hard. We all here trying to survive. There's so many things we have to keep up with. Whether it's hard, and the energy and the life, like everything is always on a go. And I'm not gonna lie, I love that. Like, I love that life where everything is on the go. Cause when I go to like different places, like PR, Florida, those are my go-to places. And I'm there for a while, and then I realize how slow everything is. I'm like, nah, this is not for me. Like, I don't see myself living somewhere that's not New York City, because I'm used to just that fast life. Like, let's go. We have to do this. Like, we have to go to the next phase. Let's rush over there. So, yeah, I'm used to that. But trying to survive here, like, if you don't have a job that's making you $100,000 a year, surviving over here it ain't easy. New York City is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. To be honest, the reality is that there's a disconnect between what people make and have as a resource and what it costs to live in the city. It's a struggle, kid. Seriously. So a regular person out here, in order to survive, has to work not one job, but maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm one of those people. I work 2 jobs. And, sometimes you sit here and you're like, oh, I need to get this money. I need to make this money because I need to pay for this. I need to make sure this is paid off. Oh, but I do want this. So this is what. So it's always something like that. Like, we're out here. Yeah, I feel like sometimes we're selling our soul for money. And that's just a joke, not literally, but it's true, because I want to do so many other things, but I'm sitting here like, no, I have to go to work. I have to do this. I need to get a better job because I need to pay for this, but I also want that because, you know, they live in New York. You also have to keep up with trends. You don't, but I'm one of those people that are into everything that's new. Like if it's new clothes, I want that. If it's a new gadget, I want it. But that's just because that's the person I am. Maybe I need to switch things up like that and spend less money on things like that. And if I was to budget my money maybe correctly, I could work one job and then pursue my dreams. But you know, it's just hard because at the end of the day, sometimes enough money, not having enough money doesn't mean you're bad with money. Sometimes you just don't have enough money and to budget everything out. And sometimes people confuse that because everybody tries to be like, oh, you're bad with money, you're spent. But if you don't have enough money, how could you be bad with money? Right? Anyhow, I heard that quote earlier today and it's just stuck with me also. But back to the De La Vega quote, like I was saying. So we all out here, we're all trying to survive and losing sight on dreams. So I've lost sight of my dream. Like it's in my head, like I want to be a radio host. I want to be a radio host. If not a radio host, I need to do this podcast because this podcast will get my voice heard somewhere and maybe eventually something will happen. So let me tell you the story. So when I wanted to create a podcast, podcasting wasn't a thing. Like, yeah, people will do it, but it wasn't like the way it is now, where everyone has a podcast. And that also discouraged me. It's like, how is my podcast going to stand out when we have 1,000 other people doing podcasts, right? So that's another thing that's like, oh, should I do that? Is this the way to go? Should I go a different way? Yeah, it's just hard. But I'm doing my podcast, as you can see, and I also have other projects. I have a t-shirt line called NY Culture Reality, where actually dropped in June. I wanted a t-shirt line for about 10 years and I finally dropped it. And that's another thing that I wanted for so long, and now everyone has a t-shirt line. So it's like sometimes maybe when I have an idea, just do it. Because you stay here, you wait, and it's like, for what? And I'm coming out with a current events page where I'll just be posting anything that's happening in the world, whether it's entertainment, whether it's stuff going on in Puerto Rico, things like that. Those are my goals. After having a talk with my cousin, she was telling me like, oh, you're not doing something you're passionate about. You need to do something you're passionate about. Even if you're not getting paid for it, you need to do it because that's what you're passionate about. And it's stuck in my head because what she was saying was true. Yeah, what I do, where I work at, yeah, I like it. It's fun, but it's not what I'm passionate about. It comes too easy to me doing what I do. And since I was a kid, I always wanted to be in mass communication. I always wanted to be a radio host. And once again, trying to survive in this world, I lost sight of it. Because, you know, like, you work all day. Sometimes I work 2 jobs. Work all day. Come home. I'm already mentally drained. It's not even physically, mentally drained to where the point is like, do I want to sit here and do this? This isn't even going to make me anything. But I need to stop thinking like that and continue doing what I have to do. And just do it. And hopefully we have an outcome, but I'll be happy because I'm doing what I want to do. And I thank my cousin a lot for that because she's been pushing me really, really hard about it. And probably my number one supporter. But there was another thing I wanted to say before we leave this topic is Work hard and never give up on your dreams, even when nobody else believes they can come true but you. These are not cliches, but real tools you need no matter what you do in life to stay focused on your path. So don't forget that. I'm trying to do that. Hopefully, I'll be on episode 100 by next year of NY Culture Podcast. But now let's just move into some entertainment news. Not really entertainment, but some current events. Let's speak about all these Trump supporters, all these companies that were at Trump's fundraising event at the Hamptons for his name wasn't a fundraiser, it was for his campaign. They raised like $12 million, I heard. The goal was 10, and they actually raised 2 million more. But we have all these people talking about, oh, I'm boycotting SoulCycle, I'm boycotting Equinox. I'm like, that's crazy. There was way more things on the list, but the ones that are getting the heat is Equinox and SoulCycle. So it's like, let's say if your SoulCycle is your thing, like this is what you do every day to work out, like where would you go? Is there anything else like SoulCycle out there? Oh, unless you go to a regular gym. I just want to know, like, because it would be hard to boycott it. It's like the other day I was speaking to one of my friends and we were speaking about this. She was like, "Dag, if Nike ever was to come on one of those lists, I don't know if I would be able to boycott it because that's something I can't live without." And then this is my thing. So I'm a person who loves like the hottest sneakers. Sneakers are my thing. If you don't know me, now you know sneakers are my thing. Where I get the hottest things. I try to get the hottest sneakers and just go with that. You see what I'm trying to say? Trying to survive in the city, losing sight of my dream. Because why am I getting the hottest sneakers for? For what? But anyhow, back to the convo. So my thing is getting the hottest sneakers. So, Yeezys are like real hot right now. Yeezys are Kanye West's sneakers, if you guys don't know. Those are the hot things now. They surpass Jordan. This is why we want to, even though Jordan is everything to me, but Yeezys are up there now. I don't have not even one pair of Yeezys. Not one. And the reason why is because Kanye West is friends with Trump. He sat there, he wore a MAGA hat. He breaks bread with Trump. And my thing is like, do you have the same views as him? I understand you have some issues here and there, but for you to wear that hat, it's like that's who. Oh, you even say you was voting for Trump. That's another thing. So it's like, and then the way Trump plays, everyone talks about the racism. He brought back racism was always there, but he just made it like where people don't care to show that they're racist. And the way Trump disrespected Puerto Rico, if you know me, you know I hold Puerto Rico very close to my heart. So the way he did that, and I know a couple of you gonna be like, oh, but the governor did it worse. Who cares about the governor right now? Because at the end of the day, I knew the governor was garbage from that day on when he let Trump throw the paper towel at the people. From that day, I was like, this guy's down with Trump or something. But ever since, like, I never got a pair of Yeezy, and that's one thing that it goes over top. Like, I know the racism, all of that, because the racism is horrible, especially what he's doing to these immigrants with ICE, like. The other day with the kids, the kid crying because they went and got 700 people. Like, matter of fact, let's talk about what happened, the shootings that happened last weekend. This all stems from Trump. The shooter from El Paso said he was trying to kill as much Mexicans as he can. Like, seriously? So, I felt like if Trump was in the office, Trump didn't express the way he hates minorities, things like this wouldn't happen, right? Crazy. It's just crazy. We need to figure out these gun laws. I don't know why we still haven't figured that one out. What's really going on in this world? Years ago you might have heard, when you're a kid, you hear all these crazy things that happen in history, like the genocides and all of this, but you don't really think you're gonna live something like that till you live in it. Because this whole thing with ICE taking 700 people, like, like, is it, this is crazy. And then it's like putting kids in cages. Like, are we animals, or what's really going on? And also, like, when the Trump with PR, literally, that was genocide, because how many people died? It was more people died in PR than 9/11. That's crazy. But then everything, Trump tried to play it like it was cool. But back to the Yeezys, sorry. So I don't wear Yeezys because of that, and especially because the way Puerto Rico was treated by Trump. So my thing is like what they say, bird of a feather flock together. You sitting there with Trump, you want to chill, you want to give him high fives, you want to wear his hat. You're going to say, so I feel like you think like Trump. You think like Trump. So I would not support Yeezys. Maybe years from now, Andrea changes her mind and wears a pair. But as of right now, this person won't wear a pair of Yeezys. And it gets me, like, and it also, like, when I hear people that's so, like, woke. I'm not saying I'm woke, because there's probably other things I'm not woke about. But when people sit here and think they're so woke, but you're wearing a pair of Yeezys, I'll be sitting there looking at them confused. Like, there's certain people that I'd be sitting there just looking at them like, yo, so you're woke, but you're wearing Yeezys? I'm really, really confused. Okay, that's me ranting about that. That topic got me going. Back to ICE with them taking all these undocumented workers. I rounded off to 700, actually 600, but 680. But I was reading an article today, and it said more than 200 kids were missing from schools after a massive ICE raid in Mississippi, the raid. So it's like, where are these kids? Like, just like the kids that they had in cages last year. Like, I don't know, like, what's the concept? And then these kids, they're probably documented because they were born in the United States. So what's going on? Like, I really don't know what's going on in this world. I don't know what Trump is thinking. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Never. And I hope for the best, especially seeing these kids crying the way one of the little girls was saying, like, Hispanic people are not bad people, are not they're not, and they out here and we get treated like garbage, especially undocumented ones. Like, these undocumented people work harder than people with Social Security. Let's make it real. Like, I see them work and they do the jobs that we don't want to do, but they do it, and they come up and they do what they got to do. So it's like, I just don't understand the ICE situation. I don't understand the immigration process. And that's another thing, because I felt like if I was to take that immigration test, I would failed. Like, because I saw the questions on it, and it's like, for real, like, I would like Trump to take the immigration test to see if he'll pass. And at the end of the day, I just don't understand, because who's really American? If you want to, let's be serious. Who's really American? Because everyone's ancestors came from somewhere else. No one, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, even when it comes to Caucasian people, okay, what are you? Italian, Scottish, Irish? You're something that, you got me? Like, so that's another confusing thing, because who is American? Like, who's really American? Because like I said, everyone's ancestor comes from somewhere else. One thing I could tell you, because when you're born in Puerto Rico, you're a U.S. citizen off the rip. Yeah, they use us. The United States uses us, but they give us that. They just give us that. But just to, like, put that to Trump's, like, he needs to realize these things, because it's like, where's your ancestors from? Where they from? Not America. Just saying. Let's get into some better topics, because these racial ones, I'm over it. I'm not really over it. I'm just overhearing all these bad stories. Like, how was everyone's summer? My summer been fine. I got to let's talk about some entertainment. So I went to the Jennifer Lopez It's My Party tour. Let me tell you, I've been going to concerts for years and years. Since the age of 13. Concerts I probably should have never even went to at that age. But was there like summer jams. Into like the hottest concert. But this concert, I'm gonna tell you, and I felt it was on my top 3 concerts. And the thing is like I was telling my friends, like, yo, it's like, I don't know why I'm so hyped to see J-Lo. Like, if I've never met her, like, if I've never chilled in the same area she's been in, and it's like, why am I so hyped? And both my friend and my cousins, like, because you're there to see her talent, because you know how talented she is, you know her art. And I'm like, maybe, but I'm just telling you, if you missed that concert, hopefully she's going on. Hopefully, she's doing a documentary on it. I know on YouTube she's documenting some things, but hopefully she does. Like one of those Netflix things or Apple Music ones where you can see the whole concert. Yeah, something like that. To be honest, for her, it was a good concert. Actually, I think those were the best seats I ever bought in my life. That's another thing. Because, alright, I've sat front row before, but I didn't pay for them. I have a cousin who invites me to dope places like that. But this is the first time me like, oh, I'm getting the best seats. I'm trying to get the best seats because I have to see J-Lo. And once again, I find it so mind-boggling is because this is someone like, yeah, she's up there. She's really up there, like my like idols. I'm not saying like idol as I want to be a singer, but just the way she is, the person she is. But I've sat there like and with her. I had dinner like on the same table with her. So it's like, why? I don't know. But I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't want it to be that long. This first episode. Just remember, don't lose sight of your dreams. I'm trying. This is me trying right now, not losing sight of my dream. Also, like Oprah said, when you know better, you do better. And now I know better, so I'm trying to do better. And hopefully you guys listening to my story, you guys will do better also and try to follow your dreams. Just that sometimes that 9 to 5 ain't cutting it. Sometimes we sitting here, we working these jobs and we're not that happy, but you know what? It's getting the bills paid, right? That's what people's logic is. Like, you know what? Bills are getting paid, so I guess I have to thug it out. And sometimes we just have to take risks, right? I also heard I was listening to something and the girl was saying, oh, I already know what it's like to be poor. So right now, this is me I'm gonna start taking risks, and it looks like I might be cutting down one job. I'm taking risks, and like she said, I already know what it is to be poor. So let's see what this takes me. Hopefully, I budget better and do what I gotta do. Like I said, when you know better, you do better. And you guys, you listening to me? Make sure you do better. Follow your dream. Also, if leave some comments or questions on my IG page and my Culture podcast. Also, you can check out my t-shirt line and myculturereality.com, or you can go on their IG, and soon I'm gonna have that current events page. That's what I'm working on right now. Hopefully I'll release it the same time I release this episode. Well, thank you for listening. Over and out.